Every year countries get ranked for happiness, safety, or even the best place to be a hamster. But there's also an unofficial list, the world's sinful countries. It's not about evil, just places with a reputation for indulgence, chaos, and bending the rules. Lately Vietnam keeps popping up on this list, which surprises many who picture only rice paddies and conical hats. Is Vietnam really a playground for vice, or just misunderstood? Today we're busting myths and diving into the real Vietnam, beyond the stereotypes. We'll explore nightlife, traffic, so-called vices, and the culture itself. By the end you'll see Vietnam in a whole new light. Let's get started. Where did Vietnam's sinful reputation come from? It's a mix of rapid change, cultural misunderstanding, and online exaggeration. For decades Vietnam was seen through the narrow lens of war, but in the last 20 years it's transformed. Booming economy, surging tourism, and a young dynamic population. Old traditions now clash with global influences, ancient temples beside neon nightclubs, family values alongside TikTok trends. Outsiders see chaos, but it's really a complex dance between old and new. The internet loves wild stories, one viral party video, and suddenly Vietnam is Asia's party capital. But these are exceptions, not the rule. What's normal here, like eating street food at 2 a.m. or haggling at markets, can seem wild to foreigners. These cultural quirks get misinterpreted as sinful. The truth: Vietnam's reputation is built on rapid modernization, cultural friction, and clickbait. The sin isn't bad behavior, it's being misunderstood. That's what we're here to unpack. Let's separate myth from reality. Ready? When people imagine a sinful country, they picture wild nightlife. In cities like Ho Chi Minh and Hanoi, the party streets are loud and lively. But here's the twist. Most bars and clubs have curfews. By midnight or 1 a.m. the party's over. By law. Outside tourist zones, nightlife is more about coffee than cocktails. Vietnamese coffee culture is huge. Friends gather for hours in cafes or sip iced tea on tiny stools, chatting late into the night. Night markets are another hub. Family shop, couples date, and friends snack together. Yes, there are wild clubs and sky bars, but they're just one piece of the puzzle. The real nightlife is social, relaxed, and centered on community. The wild scene is mostly for tourists. So, is Vietnam's nightlife sinful? Only if you think staying up late for coffee and street food is a vice. The reality is much more chill, and much more interesting. It's about connection, not chaos. The myth of endless partying? That's just a story. The truth is far richer. If eating amazing food at any hour is a sin, Vietnam is guilty as charged. The street food scene is the heartbeat of the culture. Vendors fire up grills and broths all night long. After a night out, you're spoiled for choice. Pho, banh mi, com tom, all fresh and delicious. For some, eating on the sidewalk at 2 a.m. seems risky or unsanitary, but here it's a ritual, about winding down, sharing stories, and savoring life. Vendors rely on reputation. Bad food means no customers. Fresh ingredients and high-heat cooking keep things safe. The real risk? Missing out because of unfounded fears. Eating late isn't a sin, it's a celebration of community and flavor. Life here isn't lived on a strict schedule. If that's sinful, millions are happy to break the rules every night. And honestly, who could blame them? Now let's talk about gambling, a vice with real consequences. Officially, gambling is illegal for Vietnamese citizens, but casinos for foreigners exist in resort bubbles. Still, demand is huge, so underground gambling thrives, sports betting, card games, and more, hidden in plain sight. For some, it's harmless fun. For others, it leads to debt and crime. This duality, publicly forbidden, privately practiced, fuels the sinful image. It's not just about breaking laws. It's about a society navigating between tradition and temptation. The underground scene adds a layer of risk and excitement to Vietnam's reputation. But for most, it's a social activity, not a moral failing. The real story is a country balancing old rules with new realities. It's a contradiction, fascinating, sometimes perilous, and very human. That's the real gamble. Ask anyone about Vietnam's traffic, and you'll hear one word: chaos. Millions of motorbikes weave through the streets, ignoring lanes and lights. To outsiders, it looks like anarchy. But beneath the surface, there's a system, a flow based on intuition, micro-gestures and trust. Crossing the street, don't wait for a gap. Walk slowly and the bikes will flow around you. It's a daily trust exercise, not lawlessness. This organized chaos is a solution to crowded cities and limited infrastructure. It's not about ignoring rules, but adapting to reality. The traffic isn't a sign of disorder, it's a dance everyone learns from childhood. Calling it sinful or lawless misses the point. It's a testament to Vietnamese resilience and adaptability. The miracle isn't that it's chaotic, it's that it works. The real rule here? Go with the flow, and somehow, it all comes together. Corruption is a real issue in Vietnam, from big scandals to everyday coffee money, small bribes to speed up paperwork or solve minor problems. For most it's not about greed, but a practical way to navigate slow bureaucracy. It's frustrating, but often seen as an unofficial tax. If you have money or connections, things move faster. If not, you wait. For tourists, it can be confusing. Was that traffic stop legit, or just a shakedown? This culture of negotiation feeds the stereotype that rules are flexible. High-level corruption is a problem, but daily life is shaped by these small, gray area exchanges. It's not a deep moral failing, but a symptom of a system in transition. The real challenge? Moving toward transparency, while dealing with old habits. It's not sin, it's a work in progress. To see Vietnam's future, look at its youth and their phones. With one of Southeast Asia's youngest populations, Vietnam is digital native and globally connected. Social media shapes trends, values, and even business. Instagrammable cafes, viral TikTok dances, and online brands are everywhere. This digital revolution empowers creativity, but also brings new pressures: materialism, image obsession, and online shaming. Elders worry about lost traditions, while youth juggle global trends and family expectations. Cancel culture and public scrutiny are real, creating a paradox: more freedom, but more pressure to conform. The digital world adds a layer of modern temptation and anxiety. It's not sinful, but it's a big shift from the past. Vietnam's youth are forging a new identity, part tradition, part global citizen. The culture clash is real, and it's changing the country fast. Love and dating in Vietnam have changed dramatically. Arranged marriages and family approval once ruled, but now, dating apps and public affection are common. Young people date for love, not just family compatibility, but many still live at home and balance old expectations. Living together before marriage is more accepted in cities, but often kept quiet. Older generations see these changes as a loss of values. Youth see them as freedom. The result? A messy negotiation between tradition and modernity. The rules are no longer clear, and everyone's figuring it out as they go. This transition fuels the idea of a society in flux. It's not about sin, it's about growing pains. Vietnam is bravely navigating change, one relationship at a time. To understand Vietnam, you have to see the tension between tradition and modernity. Temples beside skyscrapers, family-run shops next to tech startups. The traditional family unit is still strong, but young people are more independent, chasing careers and global lifestyles. Old and new coexist, sometimes awkwardly, sometimes beautifully. This isn't a battle, it's an ecosystem where both are essential. Outsiders see contradiction, but it's Vietnam's superpower. The country holds its history close while sprinting into the future. The sin is refusing to be one-dimensional. Vietnam isn't stuck in the past or lost to globalization, it's both all the time. This vibrant clash isn't a flaw, it's what makes Vietnam unique. It's not sin, it's dynamism. So, is Vietnam really sinful? Not at all. The label is a lazy shortcut that misses the country's beauty and complexity. What looks like chaos is actually a different kind of order. Street food, traffic, and coffee money aren't signs of decline. They're adaptations to rapid change. Young people aren't abandoning tradition. They're creating a new hybrid identity. This isn't a culture in decline, but one in vibrant evolution. What's called sin is really the friction of progress. Vietnam is loud, messy, and always moving forward. The real story is resilience, warmth, and ingenuity. And it's a story worth knowing. That's our deep dive into Vietnam's so-called sinful side. What we found is a country bursting with life and complexity. Have you been to Vietnam? Did your experience match what we explored, or was it totally different? Share your stories in the comments. Let's break down the myths together. If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more myth-busting adventures. Until next time, stay curious.